Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Riverbend Springs, Scratch Start, episode 39. We've got a bit of wool, our grass is ready, our oats are ready. I've done all of the stacking of product that needed to be gotten out of various places, and we just need to get this stuff dealt with. I am seriously considering just combining these two fields. We have the plow. It certainly wouldn't be hard, and it would make things a little bit easier, not to mention give us a little tiny bit more product. But for now we need to get the oats dealt with. We need to get things mowed. Which one are you? Okay, you're that trailer. We'll get the one with the edge on it, with the tongue extension on it. Maybe I should get another one of those. I feel like maybe I should get one of those through the flatbed. Or maybe I should convert this one to the flatbed. Sure, there's barley, so we're gonna get a full load of barley here. Actually, before we even do that, still running barley swath, and we got 63k barley. We're about to roll flour, so I'm gonna. Oh, we still have canola as well, so we'll start by dumping the last of the canola into the mill. Then we'll go get the barley. Still has the canola in it. Okay, so that's just weird, frankly, but it is what it is. Right, so that guy should be rolling. Yeah, he's rolling out. We got a lot of eggs. We also don't have very much money because of our screw up last time. So it shouldn't take much. And then we can switch over to do some quick old mowing. We already need another tractor. And I am going to mow this field because we can always grow more later. It will continue to grow. I'm going to mow some of this field, I should say. while we're doing that, it will, I don't know why there's a weird... Why there's a weird jog in that. Seems to think we can just go right into there. I don't think we really need to run on these. But yeah, so we're just gonna mow both these fields, and I'll talk to you in a bit. We're gonna have to swap to picking up the oat swaths soon. Alright, the first field is done. We've got 2 more to go. Well, not done, but swaths anyway. We're currently windrowing over there. You got it this time, bud? Alright. Right. We're currently windrowing basically everything over here. We go look at our baler. We ought to have a look and see what's for sale today. The planks are at their best. They're always at their best. Right. That's not actually what I went in here for. I went in here to see what the Squadra had as a requirement, 275. And then the Samaz is only 80. So really what I should do is pop the Samaz windrower here on the other thing. This guy should be baling. This guy, the Merlot. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. This guy will happily run the windrower. Right, you run the windrower. And you can run our precious baler. Bale. There we go. Right. Definitely missed a little bit, but it's okay. Alright, well, we're going to continue baling and doing all the other stuff. Alright, we've got a lot of the baling done and all of the windrowing done. And now it's just time to go see about getting the well, get the rest of the baling done. But we got to go move the old worker over to the other spot. I'm pretty sure he's done over there. Yep, just as I thought. We got to get him over to go do the where we gotta put the trailer on. I'm gonna put this on the trailer. Okay, so much for avoiding knocking down the stop sign. Right, so we gotta get this over and we gotta get it on the trailer and get it all over there and get it started on our final our final oat field. Alright, we got him over there doing the oat across the river. And it's just a few more rows here to pick up. And then we're going to go sell the planks real soon. There was a great demand posted for the playground. So I expect that's got an even better price right now. I should maybe run and do that as soon as possible. Yeah, I think I will, because I think we'll pause baling and go get everything else. These guys have done their job. Put that there, and if we're lucky, we can just put that right in. Oh, why are you not loading up? Okay, there we go. Nice. Well, can't be perfect every time. Oh, we've still got more though. Beams. Beams are awesome. Beams are worth a lot. So what I think I want to do is buy the actual sawmill right over there. The one right by our other field there. I don't really want to buy the big one down around the corner because that's like way down south there. Because that's a weird one and I'd have to cart the wood really far. But if we buy this one over here, we could plant trees nearby it. Even just a few trees. And I don't know, we could keep a medium sawmill here on the property somewhere, but I don't know, it'd be a pain to cart the trees. We'd need to keep it to lodgepole pine basically, and that would be unless we planted the trees over there. Like, it's fine to drag an oak tree across your property, but dragging it around down the roads is a bit much. But this should be worth a bit of money. We have been saving it up for a couple of months now. Now is the time to sell, obviously, with that great demand. And that was definitely worth it, 24 grand. The oil is gonna get us a bunch, and the eggs, and we're gonna start making bread again, which will be cool, although I think that's gonna actually take almost 2 years to really show full fruition. But anyway, enough talking, time to get back to work. Alright, baling's done, we just gotta pick it all up, but I want to go get some of this picked up and just kind of try to keep it fresh. And have some oats processing while we're stacking bales. So we're just gonna pick up these 2 fields to start with. We'll stack the bales and pick up the other fields. At least since we're not baling, I am a little bit interested to see if I could bale these guys. But then I don't know if bales would be taken by the swather or not. I'm kind of guessing no on the second bit, and who knows on the first bit. Not sure what use having them in bales would be anyway, so I have the forage harvester. I guess it would just be kind of easier for like doing it in transport. We wouldn't have to stop and drive back to the swather every time. We could set it all down on bales, and then we could use a bale stacker. I guess that's kind of the point there. It would just be a little bit easier, less driving. Anyway, we're gonna keep doing this, and I'll see you when there's something interesting happening. We have 1 field done, 2 more to go. And we got quite a bit already. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 loads dropped already. And I've set the swather to processing the oats, and I was hoping that the grain mill would just pull out of it, but it doesn't seem to. It seems like you can pull. The configuration is weird, to say the least. It seems like you can pull whatever's in the swather out, or whatever's in the grain mill out through the swather, but the swather doesn't take from, or the grain mill doesn't take from the swather. We're just gonna put whatever oats we've got in the grain mill to get it going, because we want that flour to be rolling as fast as possible. There we go. We don't want... Right. And I wanted to get this trailer out of the way anyway, because it was gumming up the works. It wasn't exactly in the way, but it wasn't not in the way either. And I'm pretty sure our swathing is done over there. So we're gonna need to go get that guy eventually. And I doubt the audio's coming through my I'm running NVIDIA broadcast, so it hides a lot of the audio. Hides a lot of external sounds and other stuff, but there's people racing up and down my street with super loud mufflers, and I just thought it was funny because I'm gonna say the fated words, but back in the day, I used to do the same thing, and yet I find myself annoyed. I guess that's proof of get off my lawn syndrome, if nothing else, because I have to work to not be annoyed by it. I know it's a thing the young people do, and as a former young person, I also did do it. Of course, our cars were cooler. But, you know, can't have everything. So anyway, back to work. Alright, I just tested it to be sure, because I was kind of dreading running the forage wagon back and forth from the other field and hoping there was an easier way. Baling swath does not work. So it's back to the wagon, and in other news I had to turn the time scale way down so that I wasn't working in the dark for this last couple of fields. But yeah, we're almost done with our second field, and then we can move on to ostensibly the hardest one. Not for any other reason than we have to drive back and forth so many times. Last episode when we did field 24, that was actually kind of a serious pain, and I probably won't do it that way for that field again, even if the possibility of a 30% bonus is there. Now maybe I should take a barley right now. I have enough barley in stock that I probably, as long as I don't do a huge one, I could probably just pick it all up and then turn in my existing barley. And then separate what I've got. It is getting rather late in the day, but if there was a barley contract out there, that might be a good idea. I'll have a quick look while we're here and on the subject. That's oat, spinach, canola. The canola is attractive, but man, that's the farthest away field possible. Maybe not quite, but certainly way down there. I'm gonna get a little bit anyway. It looks like a small field. So I think we'll skip the contracts and just concentrate on getting the rest of our stuff picked up. And we're done with this field, so we can just move on to the last one. Okay, that is the end of the swathing pickup. I've been plotting over here trying to find a better way for it to be done. I'm thinking, depending on what I own here, how much of this field I own, probably not quite enough. I was kind of thinking I could maybe cut down these 2 trees and put a small silo there, because then when I get bigger trailers I could dump into the silo and then kind of run things over. And if I did that, then having the next field over would be helpful too. But anyway, we're going to go dump this and then see if there's anything else to do. The forage wagon behind the silo, since we won't need it again until next year probably. But it's right there. We can get 10K more oats out of here and into the grain mill. We really need a shed. I kind of like the big open parking lot here, though. That's kind of a little bit of a problem because I like it. It just feels good to have that big open space, especially with other stuff. So, room-wise, maybe we can jam a shed in along the edge or something. We're 3/4 of the way to our first full pallet. The meadow is still rolling. We need to pick these bales up, but we don't necessarily need to be like super crazy about them either. I mean, they'll be there. Worst case is they need to be out of the way in 2 months from now. So, yeah. Probably don't want to carry more than 2 at a time, though. Whoa, that guy just like decided to eject himself. So, yeah, we can kind of pick up a couple of bales now and then at our leisure. The sheep aren't desperate for food. You know, all is well. Except for getting getting bales off these things. Because I need the bale spikes, although even those are still a little weird. Right. So if we look at contracts again real quick, just to validate, we could go get Oats from 60, but I've just moved all the Oats, so we'd have to go through, and that's like 7 hours. We need to make a plan here, because having all the fields be oats is not a great idea. I think we'll do barley in 6 again, and we'll continue to do some oats. But I think we need to do canola more, like a bigger canola, which we can plant next month. So we can plant our barley in September, we can plant our canola in August. And then our oats don't get planted again till March. So if we maybe plant oats, plant barley in 6. Yes. Well, the tentative plan, and this might change, although I'm trying to locate a pen to actually write this down. There's a pen. Notepad here. So 6 gets barley. 7 gets oats again. 8 gets canola. And and 81. I think probably canola again as well. That'll be a lot of canola. That ought to keep us going for a while. We also might consider another field. And we might consider maybe there's a small rope production. There's also this fertilizer production, but we're not getting any manure from the chickens even after having a manure thing. So planning wise, spinnery, we can make cloth, but that's not actually what I want. I want a rope maker. And I think we don't get small rope makers at all. So then we're into installing a huge rope maker or buying the rope maker on the map here. Oh, that's that guy. That's the Cooper. Where's the rope maker? I thought. Right, 300 grand. The issue is why I keep talking about wanting a rope maker is that it has a progress Required materials, next step, 12,000 rope. So we're building something over here, and I don't actually know what it is. But whatever it is, maybe I'll go collectible hunting off camera. I imagine there are collectibles down here somewhere. We've already gotten the one that was over here. But, you know, maybe there's some down here, for example, at the big oil mill. Yeah, so I'm not going to make you watch me go hunting, because that's just running around staring at the upper left-hand corner hoping for a collectible to pop up. Oh, there's a couple of signs. Potentially. Right, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.